Hi all. With you System.GURU.Markets. We start with general information about the company. A little further, we will study each indicator in more detail. If required, you can pause the video. We invite you to study each indicator of the corporation more carefully. Now we will analyze the current fundamental indicators of the company Criteo S.A., ticker CRTO. The review is based on information as of April 15, 2025. According to Classification Guru, Markets company Criteo S.A ADR belongs to the subcategory Advertising. 50 organizations participate in the assessment, which is very representative. See the table of orders at the end of the video. Total for the company, 8 out of 10 points. Average result for the subcategory, 1.8 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire US stock market in aggregate, you can see that the average result for the entire market in aggregate is 1.9 points. Against an 8-point rating for the company Criteo S.A ADR. Comparing the movement of a company's stock price, Criteo S.A. and subcategory companies, we see that over the past 12 months, the company's shares Criteo S.A. showed dynamics of -20%. Against price changes in the subcategory -23.5%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. Market capitalization of the corporation Criteo S.A ADR valued at $1.52 billion, with a subcategory capitalization of $90 billion. Criteo S.A ADR has a share of 1.678% and is one of the small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $1.05 billion, and the capitalization of the subcategory is $26 billion. Criteo S.A. accounts for a share of 4.018%. Comparing the shares of the exchange and book value, we see the following. Occupied share Criteo S.A ADR in the subcategory when assessing market capitalization is 1.678%. The book value is 4.018%, which is 139% more than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and book value in the subcategory, good, 1 point. The company's financial liabilities are $0.105 billion. Financial liabilities to balance sheet capitalization amount to 10% of capital. Result on the company's debts, good, 1 point. The ratio of the company's stock market value to its profit is 13.7. The average in the subcategory is 30.6, and this is 55% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's market price to profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory, very good, 2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was $111 million. Future earnings over the next 12 months are expected to be $176 million, which is 58.4% more than now. Assessment of projected future profit indicators in comparison with in the subcategory, good, 1 point. The company's value to revenue balance is 0.8. The average in the subcategory is 1.2, which is 33% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of stock market value to revenue indicators in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $1,930 million. Forward revenue for the coming 12 months is expected to be $3,060 million. And this is 59% more than at the current moment. Assessment of expected future sales indicators in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The sales margin is 5.8%, with an average for the subcategory of 3.8%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 2%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 0.824%, which is 104% less than the share of market capitalization. And this shows an imbalance in the current market value of the company Criteo S.A., probably towards revaluation. The amount of market capital for each employee of the company is equal to $432,000. And in the subcategory, there are $212,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 103.8%. Assessment of the volume of market capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per employee is $31,700. The average in the subcategory is $6,900. And the difference between the average for the subcategory and the company's indicators is 357%. Assessment of profit per individual employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The share of revenue for each company employee is $550,000. By subcategory, $184,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 199%. Estimation of sales volume per individual employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The volume of sales transactions was 5.8%, with an average for the subcategory of 6.6%. This is a short squeeze indicator. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 31% for the company Criteo S.A ADR. Whereas for the subcategory this level is approximately 42%. Technically, subcategory securities are valued higher than the company's Criteo S.A. The company's current stock price is approximately $27.92. The consensus price target for the company's shares is approximately $55.74. The difference between the current estimate and the consensus forecast is approximately 100%. Let's look at the table of orders. It is available to everyone. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions publicly made this season using a reference evaluation system System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is free and open. Link in pinned comment. As a result of the assessment Criteo S.A. Information and Reference Assessment System Guru.Markets, the following decision is made. Open by order at $27.93 per share. The deal was opened because the company has a fairly high valuation. The company's assessment was made using the assessment methodology, the Akeem's Index. Take profit is set at 31.44. Stop loss is set at 24.42. In case the order is not closed by take profit or stop loss. In this case, the transaction is fixed independently at the end of the exchange session on May 15, 2025. Or on the last trading day before this date. Ticker, QUAD, is a counterbalancing sell trade. The video on the balance order will be or has already been published on this channel. When closing one of the orders, the main or balancing one, the second order is closed automatically. Thank you very much for watching this video and for using the information and reference system Guru.Markets. You are the coolest audience on the entire planet.